What's going on, everyone? It's Matt Deegs here with another video, and today we're diving into Week 18 Hard Stratagem, what the best classes, what the best perks are, and what the best weapons are. Okay, guys, if this is something you're interested in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's get into it. So let's head over to the station here, the mission terminal, and let's drop into Stratagem. So I was able to beat it. Took me a few tries. I didn't beat it in the first go, so don't feel bad if you did not beat it in the first try. But this week's battlefield conditions, there are a lot in our favor, and some that seem are not, but actually are. Okay, so let's go over the first one. So we have deep pockets. So in our favor, we have ammo reserve is doubled. All right, so if you're going in with something like a multi-melta or a melta rifle or snipers where ammo economy and your reserves are always a little bit lower than other guns, then this deep pockets battlefield condition is really going to help you. Okay, the second one, we have come prepared. So this is where a lot of players, at least the teammates that I encountered, made their biggest mistakes. They used their stims a little too early. And I remember, come prepared perk, or the come prepared battlefield condition, is as follows. So we have no Medicaid stims are available, but every squad member starts the mission with 10 stims. Now, here is my advice for these 10 stims. Don't use them unless you absolutely need to. Obviously, that's an obvious. But the second biggest tip is you save them for in case you go down, to clear your mortal wound. All right. Try your best. If you're going in with a few perks and classes that I will recommend in a second, you will not need to use these stim packs. Okay. So honestly, guys, this is, in my opinion, to your favor. Most of the time, you're not going to find 10 Medicaid stims, okay? Let alone maybe 3 or 4 in a hard stratagem, and they're going to be divvied up by everybody, right? So having 10 stims right off the bat is really in your favor. And again, in my opinion, you should be saving those for in case you go down. If a teammate is able to get you up, boom, you pop those, clear mortal wound, so you get a second chance at life. Okay, another time that you could use them, obviously, if you're really low, 5 HP, 10 HP, and you got to bring yourself back up, obviously that is a given, but try your best to save them for situations that absolutely need it. Don't just use them because you're at 50% or 40% HP. If you have specific perks, which we'll get into in a second, there's going to be ways to heal yourself without these stims. Okay, for the last battlefield condition, we have scavenger. So no ammo caches and ammo boxes are available, but each melee kills restores 2% of your primary and secondary weapons ammo. So honestly, guys, these 3 battlefield conditions, you might think, oh, they're, the no Medicaid stims or the scavenger, those are not against you. Those are kind of in your favor. The scavenger actually worked really well with my class that I used. I did use a Vanguard. And I used the Melta rifle, and for me, I really enjoyed that 2% on kills. I was able to farm that 2% pretty efficiently, and I never ran out of ammo. Okay, guys, with that being said, let's jump into the class that I used, the classes that my teammates used that I've kind of gathered some intel on, and the weapon that I used, and specifically the perks that I used that really helped me. Earlier, I did use the Vanguard, and I truly think the Vanguard is the best class for this run. I also think the Bulwark is as well, but I'll get into that in a second. Now, the weapons I use, I'll keep it quick, I'll keep it brief, I'll keep it right to the point. Melta rifle for my primary, bolt pistol, the heroic version for my secondary, and the fencing chainsword. And in terms of the perk tree, this is how I laid it out. You can take a screenshot, you can go for it, right? Try it out. The reason I chose a few specific perks is because I knew that in case I wanted to save my med kits for really shitty situations where I need to restore or clear a mortal wound, or I'm very low HP and I needed them just to kind of get me to 50%. The specific perks I used to mitigate that is Adrenaline Rush, which gives you 5% on Majoris level or higher kills. There's going to be plentiful of Majoris and higher, trust me guys. So you'll be able to farm this 5% quite efficiently. And then second obvious, guys, we have Unmatched Seal. This is going to help everybody on the team. So melee finishers of Extremis or Terminus level enemies additionally restore 30%, guys. That's basically a med kit. So if you get an Unmatched Seal on a Terminator, which you're going to be encountering many in this hard operation, you'll be able to really farm those 5% to really get up there almost near 100%, sometimes at 100%, okay? And then if you have a mortal wound, that won't clear your mortal wound, you just pop a med kit and you're good to go. A few other notable perks, I also have this one right here. This is a prestige perk, so Launch Restoration. This keeps your armor high, which keeps your health intact. So using Grapnel Launcher restores 1 armor segment. This is a really, really good perk to have, okay? And if you're going to be using the Bulwark, I really recommend to put on Invigorating Icon and Rejuvenating Effect. I found that a lot of times when teammates went down, I was not able to get them. It was just too hard, too much crap going around me. 3 Terminators, 1, Hell Brute. No joke, guys. I'll show you a clip at the end of the video, so stick around. It's a Last Brother Standing moment. It's another crazy, crazy Last Brother Standing moment, and it happened literally this run. Both my teammates went down. I had no bots, no teammates. It was just me, a Hell Brute, and I believe 3 Terminators. I can stand corrected, but I believe around 3 Terminators. So stick to the end to watch that clip. But if you're going to be running a Bulwark, again, I recommend Rejuvenating Effects, so you can just pop that banner and restore and revive incapacitated squad members. And then this one's really, really clutch, guys. Invigorating Icon. This allows you to get full contested health back upon execution or a med kit, okay? So all you have to do is pop that banner down, you get your full white bar, and you have to obviously do something. You got to either pop one of your med kits, all right, which will help you get full health and also potentially clear a mortal wound if you have one. And it'll also, if you pop your banner down, you get that full white bar, boom, you get your contested health back by performing an execution, okay? So really, really important. 2 other notable perks for Bulwark, if you are going to be running Bulwark, is Focus Restoration. So every 30 seconds, all squad members automatically restore 1 armor segment. This one's huge for keeping your armor high and keeping your health intact, okay? Another great perk that goes along with that is Armor Reinforcement. So non-finisher gun strikes restore 1 armor segment. If you pair these 2 together, guys, you should be able to keep your armor high, your 3 armor plates high, and able to keep your health intact, okay? And worst case, your health goes, to shit. You have Invigorating Icon and Rejuvenating Effect. You can, get your health back, revive teammates, pop a med kit if you need, and you're good to go. Other classes, guys, I won't go into detail on all of them, but you can really go in with any class you want. There's no battlefield condition that is against any class or in favor of any class. In reality, I'm just showing you the 2 classes that you would probably find the easiest run with. For example, my last run, the winning run, both my teammates went down multiple times and used all their med kits maybe in the first half of the mission. I went down. I'm not trying to, say that I'm great or anything. I'm probably like you guys, but I was able to keep my med kits intact. I maybe used 6 or 7 by the time we got to I used 3 or 4. I had 6 or 7 remaining by the time we got to the end of the Fall of Atreus mission. So I was able to utilize those med kits when it was a Last Brother Standing moment, and I absolutely could not go down. I could not risk going down. So the Vanguard really did come in handy with perks like Unmatched Seal and Adrenaline Rush. I was able to really keep my med kits in my chamber and use my perks to heal me instead of those med kits, right? So, but again, you do have 10 med kits, so you can really go into any with any class in this stratagem, okay? But with that being said, guys, I want to say a few more perks before we get into that Last Brother Standing moment. Sorry, not a few more perks, a few more tips, okay? So I want to overlay a couple videos here, and I'm going to be showing you drop pods. These are like the drop pod ammo stations that, yes, we know that in this stratagem there is no ammo caches, but however, you have to remember those not ammo, those weapon drop pods that you can change your loadouts with, restore your ammo. So if you're low on ammo, you're going to be encountering 2 of them, and I'm going to overlay 2 videos right here that'll show you where exactly they are. So the first one is right after you perform the crane sequence. You just drop down, it's right there. And the second one is right before the main battle with the train there. It's right in that Adeptus Mechanicus room, right before you get into the main area. All right, so there it is, guys. Again, you can use those drop pods, those loadout drop pods, to restore your ammo right back. Okay, so don't even worry about scavenger. That's basically you'll be completely fine, because essentially there are 2 ammo caches available on the map, right? So, and then deep pockets is in your favor, and come prepared, honestly, guys, is literally in your favor. Okay, so you should not have a problem with this mission. Okay, and again, we are on Fall of Atreus, so you're going to be encountering the dreadnought in your favor 2 times. In my opinion, guys, there are certain areas of the map that if you just kind of rush to the dreadnought, and you can kind of lead all those enemies behind you right to him, right to Voltus, and he'll do all the work for you. Okay, so if you really are having trouble and you've had a couple runs and you just want to get it done, kind of lead those enemies to there, fast track there, and you'll be good to go. He'll help you out. Okay, with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Sit back, enjoy this last brother standing moment, and I'll see you in the next one.
Without my brothers, I shall fight twice as fierce.